the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Abbotsford Small Business, where you can certainly find us on the internet, on the interweb, at abbotsfordsmallbusiness.com. You don't even have to put the wonderful www there anymore. You all knew that, right? How many of us do go www? And if you can send us an email, I'd greatly appreciate it. Our email address is abbotsfordsmallbusiness@gmail.com. If you're out that way, and that way to me is Vancouver, you can phone our Magic Jack number at 778-800-0246. Leave a message there with my Magic Jack service, or if you want to phone me if you are in the Fraser Valley and you want to get a hold of me, talk to me personally, give my cell phone number a call, 778-908-5759. I have to go back in my mind, because what day is this? What telephone number am I giving out? I give out the wrong telephone number, it's going to be disastrous. So let me tell you a little bit of an adventure that I experienced today. Two things of note on the show today. One is people like to, I'm difficult to buy for presents, right, for Christmas, because, he's a geek, I don't know what to buy for him. So they buy me iTunes gift certificates, which is kind of nice. I like that. So I can go in, and to be honest with you, though, these are the first iTunes gift cards I've ever got. But I appreciate the fact that they're allowing me to go in and buy something that I get to pick, instead of, here's a pair of socks, or here's a nice tie I think you'll like. Excuse me. Did I tell you about this? If anybody is going to do podcasting a lot, you just take I've given you the recipe before on this, right? Before you put any water in it, you put 2 tablespoons of, and it's got to be tablespoons, not teaspoons, tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. It has to be apple cider vinegar, and it has to have mother in it. Sounds strange, but mother is the white stuff that's, when they make the apple cider vinegar, it's supposed to be healthier for you. So you put 2 tablespoons of that in the bottom of the glass, and then you put 2 drops of oil of oregano, and oil of oregano fights infection. And you know what the apple cider vinegar does? It really, really is supposed to be fantastic for the blood. It has a list this long, of health benefits of apple cider vinegar. You can put it on your salads, you can put it in soups, stocks, gravies, you just go crazy with it. But this is the way I like to do it. Now, just the apple cider vinegar alone with the oil of oregano is just enough to knock you off your chair, because it's so bitter. So I go get the guave. It's called, I don't know. I've got it in the health food store. It's liquid sugar, but there's kind of liquid sugar that is good for diabetics, because I am one. I'm a practicing diabetic, and I put the agave, blue agave, I think it's called, and you put that in there, and then I stir it up with a chopstick. Everybody has their own rituals, but I stir that up with the chopstick, and then I add the water, and then I stir some more as I go. And my goodness, if you get phlegmy throat, if you enjoy dairy products, every morning the wife and I try to have a fruit smoothie, and we will take, now get this, I think you're going to find this interesting. Something quick and light for breakfast, and that has a lot of vitamins and minerals and gets you on with your day. We have a Bamex. You ever seen one of these things? It's a handheld mixer, but the incredible speeds that this thing goes through is just absolutely ridiculous. It is our favorite kitchen appliance. We use it all the time. So we go out and we buy skim milk, but this is a special skim milk. It has lactose-free skim milk. And skim milk, as you know, is fat-free, right? Zero fat, Zero free. Yeah, zero free. That works too. Zero fat. And what I do is I fill this container out halfway in the morning with the milk, the skim milk, and I take the Bamex and I put it in there, and it froths it up. Believe it or not, this Bamex thing, it makes whipped cream out of skim milk. It's just ridiculous. And about 30 seconds later, if I put this much milk in, halfway, I have a full cup of, it's almost turning into whipped cream at that point. Beautiful, smooth texture. And if you went another 30 seconds, it does turn into whipped cream, but I take it about halfway. And then I take some frozen berries, some blueberries and some blackberries and some raspberries and some strawberries. Put them out on the counter, let them warm up for about 20 minutes, and then I put them in the blender. We have a Vitamix. So I put that milk with berries, and that's all there is. And then we put in a few, you can get these candied gingers. Have you seen them at Save On Food? Oh my goodness, are they ever good. They are a ginger cube, but have a little sugar coating on them, right? So I put in 3 or 4 pieces of that. Put them in the Vitamix, and my goodness, a delicious drink. I mean, you got your milk in there, no-fat milk. You've got your fresh food in there. It's beautiful. It's a fantastic drink. So we have that almost every morning when we can afford to, or not afford to, when time affords us. It's very, very quick. You're out the door, and that's it. So, and then throughout the day, I drink this stuff. This stuff is really good for cutting down on phlegm, and health benefits of it is crazy. If you go on the internet and you just Google health benefits of apple cider vinegar, holy smokes. There's this woman, Paul Bragg's daughter, I believe she is, and she's a crusader for apple cider vinegar. Anyway, let's get back to the iTunes story. Okay, so I've got these wonderful iTunes gift certificates, right? So I'm going to be brilliant, and I'm going to go on iTunes, and I'm going to buy an audiobook, because I just love audiobooks. You know, I haven't, ever since I've been a member of audible.com, where they read you the book, it's just phenomenal. I haven't picked up a book in like 6 months, and I'm a huge Clive Cussler fan, and now I'm starting to listen to the Clive Cussler instead of read Clive Cussler, because you can do this when you're doing the dishes. You can do it when you're washing the car. I can do it when I'm vacuuming the house. Don't tell anybody I vacuum the house. I can do it while I'm sorting the laundry. I can, like menial stuff that is just boring you to tears. I get to learn. I get to be entertained with this Audible. So anyway, I go on iTunes this morning, and I'm searching around for a book that I've wanted for a long time. It's called The Leadership by Dave Ramsey. Great guy, and I've wanted his book for some time. And he just released it. I knew that it was in paperback, but he just released it in audio. So I go on iTunes, and I found it. So I quickly clicked on it and downloaded it. And I got quite upset when it wouldn't play. I bought it through iTunes. It said books. Here I discovered after about a half an hour of fooling around with the thing, trying to get it to play, that it was a book, like it's an ebook. Like who does that? I'm thinking, because when I go over to Audible, I just grabbed it, and they call them books, so I'm thinking the same thing. It was the exact same price on iTunes as it was on Audible, and Audible has is the audio book version of it. So I immediately, about 20 minutes after I realized my mistake, I sent the good folks at Apple an email, and I said, this is what I did, I'm an idiot, and I thought I was buying an audio book, and and I don't want the book. Like, I don't want to read the book. So could you do something about it? And they, to their credit, they emailed me back about 20 minutes later and said, sure, yeah, that's fine. We realize that people make mistakes, and we'll certainly give you credit. So kudos to iTunes. So I will go back there sometime today or tomorrow and see if I can't find the audiobook. So and it's weird, because when you go into iTunes, the same section says book, it'll say books, and then in the same category it says books and audiobooks. So here I thought I was buying an audiobook. So be careful. I don't know if you've made the same mistake. So be careful when you're going to iTunes that you're getting the exact product that you think that you want to get. So let's put this aside for now. And I want to talk to you about something that I signed up for today. Was it? Yeah, it is today. Today's been a long day. Oh, my goodness. Seems like it's going on for hours and hours and hours, and it's only 3:49 in the afternoon. So, as you know, I really look forward to doing a lot of research so I can help small and medium-sized businesses in Abbotsford grow their business for the smallest amount of money possible, or really, really cheap, right? Sometimes you just can't, and I really like what someone said. He said, you just are not going to be able to get the best product in the cheapest package. Those two things don't come in one package. Otherwise, we'd all be driving Rolls Royces, right? They come with a lifetime warranty. And so I came across, during my research, I came across a company that is helping small and medium-sized businesses, and it's called HotFrog. Hot, H-O-T, Frog, F-O-R-G. Have you heard about this thing? I hadn't heard about it before, so I decided to sign up because I am always going to encourage people in Abbotsford that if you have a small or medium-sized business and you're just starting out, if you find a platform that they're saying, okay, free, we're going to offer our services for free, there's going to be a catch somewhere down the road. You know that, right? Either that or they're a non-profit organization and some government is propping them up or paying them to do this service, right? Or some other reason is there. Like, for example, my business, I offer a podcast show for free, your first one. If you really, really like it, then we go into discussions and negotiations, and then if you make money through our podcast shows, then I make money. But I don't charge you up front, right? So I thought this HotFrog thing would be a good thing to investigate, so I signed up. And, well, for example, let me take you on a little bit of a ride, a little bit of an adventure, and I'll show you what this thing's all about. Okay, so HotFrog. I'm at HotFrog right now, and it's hotfrog.ca, right? And it says, your business is unique. Use HotFrog to tell potential customers what you do differently. It says thousands of Canadian businesses are telling their story on hotfrog.ca, tapping into over 85,000 website visits a month from potential customers that found them on HotFrog. So these are the kind of businesses that are using HotFrog, and they look, I mean, these are legitimate businesses, okay? So just 2 hours ago, business by the listing Subtle Impressions, Medical Massage Therapy, Naturopath by Clinique Yin Gang. They did one, and Myers Norris Penny Limited. So, I mean, there's, drywall ceilings by Walls Texture 7 minutes ago. Wade Normal Partners LLP. LED retrofittings done there. Best Cat and Dog Nutrition. Fine Art Appraisals. So there's a whole bunch, and these are legitimate businesses within the Abbotsford area. So I went and I signed up this morning on HotFrog. So, in my opinion, I think HotFrog is okay, but there's more to this story. Let me just log in, and I will tell you. I shall tell you in uno momento. What? Oh, shoot. You know what? What a dummy I am. This is what happens when you have 7 email addresses. Okay. Now I'm gonna... Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so I'm logged into HotFrog, right? And you know what? It looks pretty good. It asks you a couple of things, business details, like your company name, your address, your website, your contact number, telephone number, and fax number. And what kind of business do you do? What keywords or categories do you have? Business descriptions, products and services, image gallery. You can upload a picture. Add images to brighten up your profile and hook customers. Now, see, this is a good free service. It looks really, really good. Special offers, coupons, news and updates, work snippets. HotFrog, and their slogan is, do business differently. Join the HotFrog community on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You hear about that guy, LinkedIn? He started out of his basement, and he did an IPO. Billions, I think. Multiple millions, or in the low billions. It was crazy. Okay, so here's the deal. So you go and you get a dashboard. Now, HotFrog does business in 2 platforms. They have the free platform, or they have a platform where they charge you $19.95 a month. And it says, find out how you can boost your new customer leads with HotFrog Advantage for only $19.95 a month US. Learn more. So, I click on Learn More. All right. So the HotFrog Advantage, so they give you advantages for the paid version as for the free version. So you get both advantages for the HotFrog Advantage and the free profile. Tell your business story with unlimited content on your profile. That's great. And this is for both, right? The paid and unpaid version. Change your profile as your business changes anytime you want. Excellent. Third one is target customers searching for what you do best. Perfect. Now this is on both platforms, right? Free and paid. Track profile views and customers inquiry with HotFrog reporting. Perfect. Now, this is where the story changes a little bit because now you've got categories that are not included in the free profile. For example, capture customers' attention with ad free profile. Drive searchers to your profile with the HotFrog Advantage ad. Grab leads from your competitors' free profile pages. What? What? Grab leads from your competitors' free profile pages. Wow. Am I reading that right? Grab leads from your competitors' free profile pages. Okay. Kind of an odd way of phrasing it. Why would you go into business and then scalp the business? Okay. Build awareness of your business with your logo on your ad and profile. Tower above the free profiles on HotFrog results page. Show people what you do with your profile image gallery and see exactly what customer inquiries start with your HotFrog Advantage. And start now. Okay. So there was, for the paid and unpaid, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 things that were exactly even, the top ones, right? And the advantages for the paid version is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 features that weren't included in the free profile. But I was very happy just for the free profile because I want to show people things for free, right? Just to because I believe in getting your message out there in as many ways as possible. As long as it's moral and legal, I don't think there's any harm in going out there and trying these new services or these services that I had never heard of before. So, it was about an hour and a half after I signed up. And I always give out, when I sign up for these things, I give out my cell number, right? Because I don't want people phoning my home phone number, and I don't necessarily give them my Magic Jack number because if I'm not next to the phone and if I don't have it routed, if I don't have it forwarded to my cell phone number, then they don't talk to me directly. And when I deal with a person, I want to give them the ability to talk to me right away. So about an hour and a half later after I signed up for HotFrog, ring, 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 comes a phone call on my cell phone. And the person on the other end of the phone, the connection was so bad and filled with static to the point where I could barely understand what they were saying. And I have a really good phone. I mean, I've got a Motorola Atrix 4G from Bell. Don't get me started on Bell. But crystal clear calls on that phone. Never had an issue. And when I started talking to the person, I had to apologize. And I said, I can't understand a word you're saying. I'm sorry. So I said, you're either going to have to phone me. I said, you can either have to phone me back or don't phone me phone me from another line because I can't understand. So I had to hang up. So that was once, right? So the second phone call came about an hour later. So this is 2.5 hours after I signed up for HotFrog, right? So another phone call came and I said, and the same kind of deal. It was really, really scratchy. So I said, who is this? Right? And where are you phoning from? And she said, well, I'm from HotFrog. And I said, listen, the connection on your cell phone or your phone or wherever you're phoning from is so bad, I can barely understand you. I said, why don't I signed up for the free service. Why don't we just leave it at that? I'm not interested in the paid service. And so, I'll just leave it at that and try the paid service. Okay. So we disconnect. A little while later, another person from HotFrog, I don't know, it could have been the same person because the exact same staticky line. It may be that they were phoning from out of country. I have no idea. But, And I said, look, please don't phone me back because when you phone somebody, the connection should be better than that. If you're not getting through to a person and you're providing an awful connection in the first place, you should either have to change phones, like go to a different phone or do something. But I couldn't understand it. And then after 3 calls, I'm getting kind of annoyed. But so I don't want that to taint you. I just wanted to give that information out to you that if you're going to sign up for HotFrog, expect a call, even though they know that you've signed up for the free service, right? My opinion is this. If I was running HotFrog, I would allow the customer to try it out for a week or 10 days and then phone them. But I felt uncomfortable that they were phoning me an hour to an hour and a half after I'd signed up for the service. I haven't even had time to look around properly on HotFrog, and now they want to sell me and upsell me the service. One thing I don't know anything about HotFrog. I don't know its conveniences. I don't know the features that it offers. I don't know if I'm going to get any action or stimulus off of HotFrog. I don't know if anybody's going to find me, right? So you should actually, this is a message to HotFrog, you should really allow your customers or your potential clients to try it out for 7 to 10 days before you start phoning people. And, I got 3 calls in one day. And it could be that, the HotFrog people could say, well, we had a bad connection, so that's why we had to keep calling back. Well, that's nice, but you have my email address, right? So why don't you just send me an email instead of trying to phone me on a really bad line. So let's go and take a look at HotFrog. So HotFrog's advantage, get starting, so only US $19.95 a month, pay as you go. Might be a good thing or a good program, but you got to let people, try it out first. Even with a paid service, don't you give them a period of try before you buy? I think, and this is a lesson that I think a lot of businesses could learn from. If you were in business and you were doing this HotFrog thing, would you phone somebody an hour and a half after they've signed up for your service, even though you knew for sure that you were signing up for free service, that you wanted to try it out? I mean, there's a huge button everywhere. Sign up for $19.95 now, So if I wanted to pay that money, I would have clicked on that button, So, I don't know. For me, it sounded and it felt like it was way too aggressive, too soon. So let's go in there and take a look at the account and see what we've got with HotFrog. Okay. All right, so here it says, win more business with a complete profile. Your profile is 53% complete. So I didn't even, here's 53% complete, and they're phoning me 3 times in one day, right? So, I have a question for people in Abbotsford. How many of you have signed up for HotFrog? What's been your experience? What's going on? After you signed up, did they immediately phone you like an hour or an hour and a half after the service? And how did you feel? How was that experience? Because I really, really want to know, because I'm not going to start touting a service if it's just going to annoy people, So it says here, case studies. Where did I see something that said case studies? Right here. Oh, here. Okay, so here's the thing. HotFrog how-tos. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to HotFrog. Okay, HotFrog basics and how-tos. Getting to know HotFrog. The article on HotFrog basics and how-tos are an introduction to HotFrog profiles and how they can help your small business discover the different features in a HotFrog profile and browse step-by-step guides on how you can use the features. Articles in this topic also discuss the importance of frequently updating your profile, as well as how to seize the benefits of our paid option, HotFrog Advantage. Top tips for writing a great business description. Okay, so they give you that. And then the next one is how HotFrog can help your business. So they give you that. They explain more. There's a little more button there. HotFrog offers tips in online sales success leading up to the holiday season. So they've kind of missed that, haven't they? Since it's January, the end of January. Optimize your HotFrog profile with more business leads. Lesson 2, be found where customers are looking. Okay, so they're giving you lessons. The first one was optimize your HotFrog profile. Okay, so lesson number 3, optimize your HotFrog profile for more business leads. Lesson 3, tell your story your way. Interesting. Okay, so let's draw a parallel. HotFrog is allowing you to use a free service on the web. I'm allowing you to come into the studio and do a free video and put it on the web. So, to be honest with you, I think video wins out almost all the time. Lesson 4, optimize your HotFrog profile for more business leads. Showcase what you do. And the reason I said that the video wins out all the time is, see, look how popular YouTube is, right? Optimize your HotFrog profiles for more business leads. Lesson 4, showcase what you do. And then the next one, 5, is optimize your HotFrog profile for more business leads. Lesson 5, grab your customers' eyes. Your profile is almost complete. Now it's time to add some color. Find out how to grab your attention, your customers' eyes from the final in our 5 lessons. I do think that phrase, to steal your customers from other customers in the database, just a little strange. Where did HotFrog get my information? Aha! So let's go take a look. Okay, where did HotFrog get my information? There are several sources from where HotFrog may have obtained the details of your business. The details may have come from publicly available records, from websites, or from commercial data suppliers. Business data is sometimes supplied from other parts of the group of companies who own HotFrog websites. Often a profile will be pulled together from a HotFrog from a combination of these sources. You can, of course, create your own business profile. What gives you the right to use Publish My Details? There are currently HotFrog websites in 38 countries, and of course, each of these countries has its own private code. HotFrog's legal team goes to considerable lengths to understand the business's responsibilities regarding data security and privacy. Changing and deleting the information we have about you. If at any time you wish to change personal information that is inaccurate or out of date, please contact us by emailing our Catch Privacy Officer at blah, 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 blah. If you wish to leave your personal information deleted, please let us know by emailing the same address. We will take all reasonable steps to change or delete information in response to such a request. If there is a reason that we cannot make the change or deletion, we will inform you of that reason. I can't imagine why they would tell you that they couldn't delete the reason. Okay, so business insights and resource, finance and legal, growing your business, HotFrog basics, how-tos, relationship management, sales, marketing, and public relations, work-life balance, tips to keep the Christmas momentum going. Kind of missed the boat on that one, didn't you guys, since Christmas is long gone. Wrapping up your business for Christmas and the New Year, setting boundaries when working from home and more. Okay, so if I were HotFrog, I probably would take out the tips to keep Christmas momentum going, and probably go on to the next holiday, like Easter. I'm just saying, it's just a suggestion, but. So I'm really curious, I'm insanely curious to say who's using HotFrog. Obviously there are a bunch of businesses that are and do. And what has been your experience? Now let's take a look at the work-life balance. Okay. Your work responsibilities increase when you're running your own small business. With all the jobs that need doing, your family and social commitments can be forgotten. No kidding. All small business owners need to find time for work and play. The work-life balance section of HotFrog's Small Business Hub offers tips on managing your time and workload so you can run a successful business and still have time for personal life. This is a great opportunity for a personal life manager to advertise on HotFrog. You know that? Tips to keep the Christmas momentum going. Okay, I would have taken that down. Wrapping up your business for Christmas and the New Year. I would have taken that down. I mean, okay, so here it is. We're a month and a half away from Christmas. When you come into a website that still has the Christmas stuff up, it looks like you're not paying attention. Setting boundaries from working from home, email management, easiest way to lighten the load. So organize your life one step at a time. Time-saving tips: be Twitter-like. The challenge of working from home. Strategies for achieving a better work-life balance. 6 tips for time management. So you know what? It's not a bad, it doesn't look like a bad service. And I would say, try it, sign up for it, just expect to be phoned, in my case, an hour and a half after you sign up. And expect to be phoned 3 times within your day. So let's click on Grow Your Business. Okay. The Adventures of Jam Boy. All right. So running a successful small business means running a business that's constantly growing and evolving. To grow your business, you need to look beyond day-to-day operations and plan for the future. The HotFrog Small Business Hub's Growing Your Business section covers topics like putting together a business plan, basic networking tips, industry support, and effectively naming your business. It has something here about perfectionists. Perfectionists, why do you want them in your team? Struggling to achieve perfectionism in every single task is bound to make it difficult for perfectionists to meet deadlines and is sure to make colleagues a little frustrated. And yet, a perfectionist can be a great asset to your team. Find out why. Okay, so tradespeople, key to economic. You know what? As I'm going through this HotFrog website, not bad. A little aggressive on the marketing when they phone you 3 times in one day. As soon as you sign, you know that. Honestly, that kind of put me off. Your office space checklist, and they've got, my goodness, they've got over 8 pages of stuff. So I think there's well-balanced stuff here. I think it's well-intentioned. I think, hey, here's another thing. And I want to hear from Canadians, from people from Abbotsford. Lots of times, these companies that I'm talking about, HotFrog, it could be that they're North American-based, but they have their head offices in the United States. Do we do a business differently in the United States as opposed to Canada? I don't know. It's difficult to say. You know, some people say, well, in the United States they're heavily dependent on education, and if you don't have a really high education, like several years of college or university, you cannot separate yourself from everybody else. You just get lost in the shuffle. And then there are other people that say, no, creativity is king. If you are creative, then you can be the destiny of your own show. How about the woman that wrote the Harry Potter novels? So, you know, she was on welfare. And a couple of years later, here she is, a billionaire? So, creativity? Absolutely. Was she highly educated? It doesn't sound like she was. So I'm also curious as to, is there an etiquette? Is there a plan? Is there a business plan? Or some kind of culture that is different between doing business in the United States as opposed to doing business in Canada? Are there things that the Americans, the people from USA do that upset us? And I'm sure there are things that the Canadians do that upset the people from the United States. Maybe we move a little too slow. Maybe we're not assertive enough. Maybe we're not aggressive enough. When I got 3 calls within a couple of hours after joining HotFrog, I kind of it felt like there was a suspicion like there was somebody in the United States saying, ooh, I got a lead. And is it a geographical thing? Is it a cultural thing? Is it a desperation thing? I would really like to know. Give us your opinion. Phone us, 778-800-0246, and tell me if you think that there is any difference of the business mentality or having a business culture based in Canada versus based in the U.S. Because right now I'm 7 minutes away from the U.S. border. And I can tell you that a lot of people say that it is very different being in business down there, doing business down there, different rules, different philosophy. And then there's other people that say, there's no difference whatsoever. So that's my little report card on HotFrog. Relationship management, marketing. Let's click on their marketing. Sales, marketing, and public relations. 5 steps to closing more sales. Video marketing success. Whether video marketing is the newest marketing revolution is up for discussion, but there is no doubt that it's a new way to engage your audience that's here to stay. Mike Saunders discusses how you can interact with customers and prospects through reality-style videos portraying who you are and what you do. Now, let's go in there because, as you know, I've got a soft spot for video. Okay, so let me read for the video marketing success part of HotFrog. Anything to push apps for small business. Being referred to by some as the newest marketing revolution, video marketing is definitely gaining a lot of popular audience. So what is it that sets video marketing apart from other marketing paradigms? What are the main benefits of using video marketing over other conventional and well-known ways of marketing? In this write-up, we explore the answers to these commonly asked questions and evaluate and analyze the essence of video marketing in general. Now, they've got my attention. Video marketing is one of the most interactive ways of interfacing with prospective customers. The whole feeling of watching someone talking live gives clients a more reassuring effect, and thus it bolsters your brand image in their minds. As the common phrase goes, people these days tend to believe what they see, and video marketing, therefore, happens to be one of the best mediums to stamp your point across to your prospects with authority. Why should it work for you? Good question. The simplest ways to picture this concept is by putting yourself in their shoes. Imagine you are reading about a product. Let's assume that product is a used car. Now, if that same car is being listed by another dealer who is willing to send you a video of the vehicle, it is certain that you would favor buying the vehicle from the dealer who is willing to share some videos, photographs, and other media with you. Yeah, that's true. This is as simple as saying you just don't trust anyone owning a blog and claiming to sell a product, claiming to be effective until and unless you see the product and claims right in front of your eyes. Isn't that true? We're very, very visually oriented because we have a set of eyes. Moving right along, another reason as to why video marketing has gained considerable popularity amongst marketers is because it gives marketers more space to test their creative juices. Yeah, it's true. What I mean by this is that it is not possible for all marketers to pen their thoughts down, and some campaigns do require video marketers. I think all campaigns would benefit from video marketing. Therefore, those marketers who find it difficult to jot their ideas across on a text pad and paste it on their websites find it easier and better to use video marketing to put their points across to their perspectives in a cleaner, more interactive, and youthful way. Youthful way. Okay. Youthful? Video's youthful? I guess. I never thought of it that way. Besides, thinking from a prospect's point of view, which medium would you like to be detailed through? Interactive, moving pictures depicting a story, or boring, mundane lumps of text written in a stereotypical language describing a product that is not actually present there for you to review? Yeah, that's right. Think about it. I am sure you would be prompted to move on to the video marketing to strike that special chord with your clients. Yes, we have a supporter for our show. So listen, folks. Actually, what they're doing is they're playing right into my hands. Final thought. What if you just communicated with a prospect and got their email address to send them some more information? Then when they receive your email, they get a video email with you talking directly to them. Ooh, yeah. Using their name. And with your company branding on it, video template, I use www.totalvideoemail.com and see wonderful results. I'm going to have to podcast on totalvideoemail.com. If this would take you less than 2 minutes to do so, don't you agree that it would make a dramatic impression on the product and the possibility of getting the sale is greatly increased? I believe that very firmly. There are many services out there that offer you this easy technology. I would recommend looking around. Okay, that's it. That's it. I am just going to conclude this podcast because I've pretty well worked HotFrog to death. So our next podcast will be total. I'm really excited about this. Video, email.com. I'm going to check that out right away. So, folks, this is Habits for Small Business, and as you heard right here on this program, they're saying to you that video is here to stay. It's a great medium, and we can teach you how to do it. As a matter of fact, this total video email concept looks really good. I'm going to have to check into it, because if that's the case, then can you imagine if you have a question and you respond, and you're saying their name with your logo? Oh my goodness, that's really impactful. All right, folks, give us a call, 778-908-5759, or our Magic Jack number. Call 778-800-0246, or give us an email address. Don't give us an email address, just give us an email at habitsforsmallbusiness@gmail.com. It's been a long day. I need some more of this apple cider vinegar. Tell me what you think of this concoction of apple cider vinegar and oil of oregano and blue agave. You can find all three products at the health food store. All right, folks, this is Rick Haaland, owner of habitsforsmallbusiness.com, and we shall see you next show. And my next podcast will be on totalvideoemail.com. I'm excited. See you again, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.